What's up? Chasing the dream once again, man. Yo, I, I've heard of this thing called hypergamy. I'm sure y'all heard of it too, where it states something like, in general, that women seem to date, um, how it goes, women choose to date above their pay grade. Women choose to date up, choose to date above their pay grade. I hear that. For instance, a Walmart cashier, not to date, but to marry. Women seem to marry, date, oh, well, let's say date and marry. That's, for instance, a Walmart cashier, female Walmart cashier, is looking to date the manager instead of an employee on her level, instead of another cashier, instead of a buggy boy. They choose to look at the manager. They choose to want to date the manager. You know what I'm saying? Someone above their pay grade. Well, in real life, well, ask yourself, because that could be true. I think it's 50-50 though, because I think a lot of women date below their pay grade also, and I think a lot of women date on the same scale, on an equal playing field as their pay grade. I don't think all women or most women date above their pay grade. I don't believe that. Just check out the women in your family. For instance, I can think of the women in my family. My mom dated above her pay grade. She married above her pay grade. But my aunt, one of my aunts, she dated and married on an equal playing field as her pay grade. And maybe it has to do at the time. Maybe it has to do a lot with the time that they meet too. Like two people in high school meeting, they're on an equal playing field. Two people in college meeting, they met in college, they're pretty much playing on an equal playing field. It's only later in life, I think, when women that are still single wants to look for someone above their pay grade, But like I said, my aunt, she married on an equal playing field. My other aunt, I think she married below her pay grade. She married a guy below her pay grade. My other aunt, she married someone on an equal playing field, equal pay grade. Who else? My other aunt, she married somebody on an equal pay grade. My other aunt, she married somebody on an equal pay grade. No, he was above her pay grade. He was above her pay grade. He had a better job. He was the breadwinner of the family. Yeah. But he was just an employee, Okay. Who else? My grandma married she married on an equal playing field. Who else? Let me think, who else? You got Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, so most women in my family either marry on the same, well, most women seemed in my family to marry on an equal playing field. A few married below their pay grade, and only pretty much one or two married above their pay grade. But everybody else pretty much married on the equal playing field. So using my family as an example, I think most people meet, date, and marry on pretty much on an equal playing field. I think it's probably a myth. Well, in black, from what I see in our culture, you know, maybe Caucasian cultures, maybe they're different, but from our culture, we don't really have women don't really have the luxury to be marrying the boss, because it ain't that many bosses in our culture. Women don't really have the luxury to be marrying a really above their pay grade, because in our culture is mostly when black men and black women are pretty much on the same pay grade. Yeah. Now with this new generation, you know, in big cities where a lot of women are staying, where a lot of young women are staying single, it's probably because they're looking for somebody above their pay grade and they can't find it. Because in our culture, we seem to get involved with people in our same pay grade, on our same level. But for some reason, our women think they can find somebody way above their pay grade. And they can't. And that's why it's a lot of them. And that's why it's a lot of y'all running around here single today. Yeah. Using the roles as your man. That's what's happening. Or y'all making bad choices in men. Or y'all thinking he's not good enough for y'all. A situation like that. So y'all remain single. And some of y'all, I mean, do what you want. That's do what you want. That's your business. But a lot of y'all, good-looking women too, single, no kids. Single and no kids and good-looking, it's looking for somebody way above her pay grade. That's what they're holding out for. A guy that's an average guy is not good enough for y'all. It's not good enough for them. They think that's settling. They're not finna settle for no average guy. When they feel they deserve better. They feel they deserve way better than an average guy, a hard-working average guy. They feel they deserve way better than that. Well, you know, it is what it is. That's why a lot of y'all single. And gonna remain single with that attitude, because it ain't too many, like I said, ain't too many of us doing above average things, man. Ain't too many of us. And if we are doing above average, making big money, we probably got a lot of goddamn choices. A lot of women. We got a lot of goddamn women. And a lot of us are married. A lot of those guys are married already, or taken already. So, just like Kevin Samuel said, man, and y'all gonna have to change y'all thinking. And it's not only, I can understand a good looking woman with no kids thinking like that, but a lot of y'all shouldn't be thinking like that when you already got about 2, 3, 4 kids. You know what I mean? And you not all that yourself. You definitely should not be thinking like that. But when I was watching the Kevin Samuels videos, a lot of these women that came on his show was that. Like, why are you thinking like that? I can understand a fine woman with no kids thinking like that. A young, fine woman with no kid. But why are you thinking like that? You shouldn't be thinking like that, man. Totally delusional. But yeah, man. That's it for me. That's all I have to say about that. Chasing the dream. I'm out of here.